So, welcome back to EastEnders and Wentworth Forever. Now, this is a new video and yeah, it is a good one. But so without further ado, let's get straight into it and see exactly what it is about. So this is things that have happened to Stacey Slater. Now, she's had some bad storylines, she's had some bad things done to her. You know, this character deserves the best and she deserves the world. And I just wish that they didn't have so many horrible and disgusting and nasty things happen to Stacey, because she's just one in a million. And yeah, let's obviously talk about them all. So the first one is Stacey's been in prison twice. So the first one was in 2014. So not long after she returned, Stacey obviously couldn't live with the cloud over her head of, she needed to clear Bradley's name and tell the police that she killed Archie. So obviously she got sent down. She did get sentenced to 5 years, but obviously got released early because of her bipolar, and she appealed. But this is the only time Stacey has been to prison for something she genuinely has done, and fair play to her. So the next one is 2021. Now, it was some time since Stacey was last in prison. So in 2021, Stacey went to prison for after Ruby framed her for pushing her down the stairs. Now, we all knew Stacey didn't do this. Stacey hated Ruby for taking Martin, but Stacey wasn't like this. Stacey isn't like anything to do this, and it was such a long and hard 6 months without Stacey, but we all knew once Stacey came back, we all knew Ruby's exit and comeuppance and revenge was going to be very, very close. So the next one is Stacey has been on the run twice. So let's see what years that is. So first is 2010. Now, on Christmas Day in 2010, Stacey decided to flee the square after the whole of the residents found out she killed Archie Mitchell, and Janine obviously framed her for stabbing her and trying to kill her. But it was just amazing. It was so sad. Having Stacey leave. Max obviously helped to escape. Lily was just a baby, and it was just so sad to see Stacey. But at least she dodged the police and she got away, leaving her to return in the next 4 years. So the next one is 2019. Now, in 2019, Stacey, as all of you EastEnders fans may know, Stacey whacked Phil Mitchell over the head after he was strangling Martin Fowler, her husband. So obviously Stacey knew that it would put her away in prison for years, and they'd lock her away for good this time. And so obviously Stacey thought there's nothing better to do than flee, basically go on the run with her children. So that's exactly what she did. So the next one is being sectioned. So in 2016, Stacey's been sectioned quite a few times, but Stacey got sectioned in 2016 after her postpartum psychosis made her go a little bit crazy. Obviously on the roof with baby Arthur, saying that God was coming to get her. So obviously Martin took Stacey to hospital. Stacey had a bit of a row and tried to say, God is coming to get my son, but obviously they knew Stacey wasn't well. So obviously she got sectioned and dragged away. But it was just Lacey played this phenomenally. So the next one is got 3 kids. So obviously the firstborn was Lily Slater. Now she was born in 2010 she's had the ride of her life, honestly. She's had the most terrible childhood. Her mum's been put in prison twice, she's been on the run twice. And, I just feel so sorry for Lily, but, she's getting older now and she's definitely like Stacey. Like, she is exactly like her mum. And I have a feeling she's going to get a lot worse as she gets older. She's going to be like the new Stacey Slater. But I do love Lily. So the next born was Arthur Fowler. Now, Arthur Fowler has been recast recently. But Arthur's been recasted. I do like Arthur. I don't know why. It's just he seems a bit boring. But honestly, Stacey is a great mom, and she just deserves. Obviously, she's got 3 kids who she adores. But Arthur, to be honest, I also feel sorry for Arthur after his dad Cush got killed, and obviously Jean told him about the death. Poor, poor Arthur. So the next one is Hope Fowler, and this is like the last child that Stacey has had. Hope is adorable. She's just got the most cutest smile. She's exactly like Stacey. I don't know why, but with her long hair, her curly long hair, just just she's exactly like Stacey. And Lily looks after her brother and her sister and is there for them. And it's just so adorable, to finally have Stacey having 3 kids. But Hope is adorable, and she's the best. But I do like Lily better. So the next one is has own business. So obviously in 2022, this year, Stacey opened her own like bat van where she does burgers and rolls and drinks and everything. After her market inspector job didn't go very well, she didn't get the best rating. Poor Stacey, she just tries her hardest, but this bat van is such a success for Stacey, and she seems happy that she's got Eve and Jean helping her. So the next one is married twice. So in 2010, she married Bradley Branning. Now, to be honest, I do like Stacey with Bradley. These two were just childhood sweethearts. They were in love from such a young age. They met when they were so young. Stacey was in her teens. Bradley, I don't know how old. But, this was just so lovely to see Stacey have her first romance on the square. But, it was just, I was so happy. I didn't watch these episodes because I obviously was too young and I didn't know what EastEnders was. But it was so amazing, and, shame it was a sad ending, but yeah, I'm happy for Stacey. So the next one, now, people are probably thinking, this one's a bit weird. Why is there a woman on here? Now, while Stacey was in prison, she married someone called Eve. Obviously, because Eve was about to be paroled, but she couldn't be paroled and released if she didn't have a loving and stable home and a partner to go back to support her on the outside. So Stacey did the honourable thing and married her. Now, when I first heard about this, I was shocked. I thought the EastEnders producers have turned Stacey into liking women, or turned her bi or whatever. But Stacey still loves men, and I'm so glad. So the next one is got raped. Now I know this one isn't the best subject to talk about. This is why I'm going to be really quick on this one. But in 2009, Archie raped Stacey, and it affected Stacey for years. Obviously as it would. Archie was evil. He was, Ronnie and Roxy's dad, but he was just so evil. But obviously, in the end, Archie got what he well and truly deserved. So next is got attacked. So in 2020, after not long after, about a month after Stacey returned, she found out that Ruby had her children at the club. So Stacey, as everyone knows her, got on her boots and walked round there to get her kids back because she didn't want them anywhere near Ruby. Started slamming on the door, saying like Martin, and basically, all of a sudden, a hooded lad came out of nowhere, grabbed Stacey, pushed her on the floor, and literally, she only had a bloodied head, but I was crying, and what a bastard. So that was my new video, things that have happened to Stacey Slater. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. And yeah, I am planning new videos, but I might be having a break because obviously Christmas is coming up and I'm off to Brum in the next few weeks. In about 2 weeks, I'm off to Birmingham. But yeah, I'll be back soon.